I just thought I'd throw this in because you may or may not be interested in it, but let's see. This is the Chinese yin yang symbol that everybody, I'm sure, is familiar with. It is a very ancient symbol, originating in China, and everyone has seen it. The first thing you need to do is to draw a circle, like so, and then you need to divide half of the circle in half. So I'm going to do it the way I normally divide lines in half. I don't need to do the full line, I just need to make a mark really here to represent a quarter of the way along. And I'm just going to take that distance and put it there for the other side. Now I'm now going to create two circles within the circle. One not quite matching up. Two. Now there it is, you should be able to see it by now. Very simple, extremely elegant little geometric construction there with the two comma shapes here and one with that. So there you are. One's black and one's white with the circle in the middle. Very simple to do, very elegant. Now I'm going to tell you a story which I often relate to my students just for their amusement. Now just remember the way this was constructed. And let's go back to ancient times when there were no mass communications, and the only way you could learn anything was by travelling. And let's take someone in India who goes over the Silk Roads into China to trade in silk. And while he's trading in China, he sees this yin yang symbol, and he thinks this is very, very interesting, a beautiful design, and he thinks it would be good for his wife to use on her silk saris that she makes, because he's never seen this design before. So he goes back months later to India, and he says to his wife, I saw this really interesting design in China, and I thought you'd like to use it on your silk saris. Of course he said this in Hindi, he didn't say it in English, but you understand, I'm translating. So she said, well, what did it look like? So he says, well, and he doesn't know the method of construction, he's just seen the yin yang sign. So he says, well, it was something like this. It was a circle, and it had a sort of comma shape in it, like that. And then it had a dot. So, you know, fair approximation of it, but that's purely by memory and not knowing the way it was constructed. And so she said, oh, that's nice, and so she printed it on her saris. And somebody else saw this, and he did the same thing, and he was trying to remember it and explain to somebody, and he said, yeah, it was a lovely design I saw on this woman's sari in India, and it was sort of like, I don't know, two comma shapes, something like that, with a dot in the middle. So this is then reproduced and seen somewhere else, and all the time it's changing. This is what I'm very interested in, the evolution of pattern design. So somebody else sees it and they think, yeah, that's really nice. Well, why don't we go a step further and we'll put a bit of nice sort of decoration around it like that. And eventually this thing becomes very decorated, and it is the origin of what we now call the Paisley pattern. And if you look at true Paisley designs, you'll see that it's two comma shapes. Often the second one is very small like that, but the origin of it is the yin yang symbol. So there we are. I thought you might be interested in that.